Greetings, ladies and gents, and welcome to this latest version of Tales from Outer Space, where I take an HFY story from somewhere around the internet and read it aloud for your enjoyment. All the relevant links are down below. Like, subscribe, and all that YouTube gumph to help this video and channel grow. Anyways, as always, I hope that you enjoy. I would just like to thank the following Tier 5 patrons and channel members for supporting the channel: Datamagnet and Bob the Dragon. Thank you again. And now, on to the story. How to Interact Safely with a Human, written by Wannie91. Important announcement from Fleet Command to all fleet personnel. With the recent past vote of the Human Federation to finally join the Galactic Union, Fleet Command expects to see a rise of human crew members on all ships in the fleet shortly. To make the integration and interaction with the new colleagues as pleasantly and as smoothly as possible, Fleet Headquarters, based on experience gained from working with a few humans already employed by the Union, has created the following list of advices on how to safely interact with humans. Advice 1. Never interrupt a human during his hibernation cycle. Like other species in the Union, humans are dependent on a natural, recurring state commonly called sleep, in order for their brain to process the information gathered during the day. While sleeping, humans exhibit a suspension of all voluntary muscles and inhibition of sensor activity, which leads to a reduced interaction with their surroundings. This state can cause crew members with lesser intelligence, mainly staff from maintenance, to believe the human is dead. Because of this, all employees working in morgues are required to check any human body on life signs before placing them into a cooling chamber. Footnote 1. Now, while it is possible to wake up a sleeping human, Fleet Headquarters, further called HQ, highly recommends to never do that unless it's an emergency. Not only do sleep-deprived humans not work at peak efficiency, but they really don't like to be woken up without a reason. Footnote 2. However, if you find yourself in a situation where you have to wake up a human during his hibernation cycle, HQ suggests that you offer him or her a so-called cup of coffee as compensation, which somehow improves their mood greatly. Footnote number 3. Note 1. To avoid another instance of morgue employees attempting to kill a human due to coming back from death, Fleet Headquarters has included this picture of an average Mandamar male to remind everyone of what they look like. Note number 2. Fleet Command would like to avoid another repetition of the events where the grumpy human engineer worked on the ship's FTL drives while being under the effects of sleep deprivation. And while this event was led to new discoveries, we from Fleet Command are sure that the already existing 4 dimensions are more than enough for the Union, which has no need for a dimension consisting of pancakes. Note number 3. While the effects of this liquid on non-humans aren't fully researched yet, due to their importance to humans, the beverage called coffee will be obtainable shortly from every vending machine. Advice number 2. Never eat human food without precautions. By nature, humans are omnivorous, which means that they possess strong stomach acids, which enables them to ingest a wide range of carbon-based food. And while some of their food is indeed digestible for certain species in the Union, HQ recommends that always checking any human food on its ingredients due to the possibility of it containing things like capsaicin, calcium, salt, gluten, and other minerals which should not be eaten. Furthermore, another danger for many crew members are human food products from their dessert category. These meals, often eaten by humans after their main course, contain high concentration of glucose, which is highly addictive for many species. Thus, crew members should avoid the sugar-ridden meals if possible. Fleet Command would like to ask everyone to pay close attention that no Madamar gets near a human dessert, and we are sure that everyone else would like to avoid another case of the hyperactive Madamars trashing their ships as well. Advice 3. Do not steal the human's lunch. While the danger of human food products have been explained in Advice 2, due to the delicacy, non-dangerous human meals like sandwiches are in high demand amongst crew members. Fleet Headquarters would like to, however, remind everyone to never steal and eat a human's lunch without his explicit permission. Fleet Command will not accept any complaints regarding body harm, including the usage of laxatives done by humans whose lunch has been stolen. Advice number 4. Avoid human alcohol. According to Fleet rules, the intake of any form of psychoactive substances during working hours, especially human alcohol, is prohibited. Crew members should be aware that human alcohol contains a much higher concentration of ethanol compared to other alcoholic beverages common in the Union. This is why HQ advises to never drink any human alcohol which hasn't been thinned down to a tolerable level. Furthermore, due to the fact that some humans can grow accustomed to high or regular intake of alcohol, crew members should never participate in a human drinking contest without a valid contract of inheritance. Another important detail which has to be considered is the fact that some human alcohol is colorless and thus can look indistinguishable from water, which is a liquid humans legitimately need to survive. Because of the close resemblance, crew members in management positions are required to always double-check any liquid humans ingest from a non-union sanctioned bottles. And no, HQ will not accept the excuse, "The human has assured me that he works better under the influence of alcohol." Not only are humans very good liars, but Command will also not tolerate another incident like the one we do not speak of. Advice 5. Do not play card games against humans with money at stake. Some humans possess a natural talent for all kinds of card games, which is why crew members should never play against them with money at stake. Especially the games called poker and blackjack should be avoided at all cost. This first because humans are very skilled at reading facial expressions while hiding their own. The second because humans, due to high processing power of their brain, are able to track the cards already played, which enables them to calculate the chances of winning without the assistance of a computer. Unfortunately, because card games aren't illegal in the Union, Fleet Command can't do anything if crew members lose their entire salary against a human. Advice 6. Never demand a human to take off his clothes. Unlike most species of the Unions, humans have evolved without an exoskeleton. Because of this, their ancestors dressed themselves in various layers of different fabrics, commonly called clothes. These clothes not only helped them preserve their own generated body heat, but it also protected them from their environment and acted as a protective layer between their weak flesh and the elements of their home planet. Due to this upbringing, wearing clothes has become a social norm amongst humans, which is why they show themselves naked only to those they trust. This is why crew members, curious or not, should never ask or demand a human to remove his clothes, or barge into their cabins while they are showering. If possible, HQ would like to avoid another lawsuit of sexual harassment since the first one has cost the Union already too much, both in reputation and compensation money. Advice 7. Avoid human pets. Following the court decision in the case of the Universe versus Mr. Schrödinger, humans are allowed to bring their pets on board a spaceship if they can prove that they are depending on them. However, due to the seemingly inability of certain humans to be scared of anything, these pets can range from small, harmless rodents up to the largest carnivores of the home planet. That is why HQ suggests that crew members under the size of 50 centimeters never go near a human pet if its handler isn't near them. Crew members should furthermore never trust a human saying they only want to play, which has been proven to be wrong. For those who have submitted complaints regarding human pets, just be glad that another court decision forbade humans from bringing domesticated animals from other planets aboard ships. We are sure that others appreciate the fact that they won't see a predator from their home planet aboard a spaceship as much as we do. Advice 7. Human music. With the forthcoming joining of the Human Federation to the Galactic Union, HQ expects to see a drastic increase in human music played on all ships. While listening to music, common side effects amongst humans can include singing and dancing, which according to the human doctors fleet commanders contacted, are perfectly normal behaviors. So there is no need to admit every human to the mental ward just because they move or sing along with weird noises. Thankfully, humanity has agreed to restrict the types of music allowed to be played publicly, which hopefully will decrease the instances involving metal, rock, and hip-hop music. Advice number 9. Don't surf unfiltered in the human internet. While the human internet can be full of wonderful things, many of them aren't, which is why Fleet Commanders issued a filter to be installed on all computers. While this filter can be easily disabled to directly access the entire human network, HQ advises to never do that. Not only will Union not pay for any psychological trauma induced by the unfiltered content, but they will also hold any crew member responsible which causes the computer system of a Union to catch another virus. The so-called DAU fee humans charge for helping us get rid of any virus will be deducted directly from the wage of the crew member responsible for catching it in the first place. To reduce the incidents caused by careless crew members, Fleet Command is currently evaluating the purchase of a human-developed operating system which, according to human IT experts, is much more advanced than our own current OS, which they have compared to something called Windows Vista. Fleet Command hopes that the above list of advices will help crew members to safely interact with the new colleagues. For those who would like to know more about the dangers of the human internet, HQ refers to the previous guideline titled, How to Safely Interact with the Human Internet. Have you worked with humans and would like to add your own advice to the list? Don't hesitate to contact either Fleet Command or Fleet Headquarters, or simply leave a comment below this announcement. Fleet Command thanks you for your cooperation. End of story. And that, my friends, concludes this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and if you do, please consider supporting the author, even by popping over and leaving a thumbs up or a nice comment, just to show your appreciation for the story. However, if you wish to support this channel, there are links down below which will help immensely. I will see you all in the next one, and until then, I hope that you have a fantastic day. Cheers.